All right. Hello, everybody. So, this is going to be the first video that I post um, in a while. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I guess as the first video, I should probably start talking about myself a little bit more. I would assume that that would help you guys, engage to see if you guys would like to see my content later on. But yeah, so before I get into a match, my name is Caleb, Calef, if you were wondering. I'm 21 years old. I work a full-time job, so it's gonna be like a side thing. I have no editing skills whatsoever, but I'm gonna try to make it work. I'm gonna learn as I go, and I guess in a way, me posting these videos is gonna be a just seeing me grow. I'm really doing it for personal reasons. I simply always wanted to stream and make YouTube videos, so I'm gonna try to start doing a mix of both. And I mean, who knows? Maybe eventually I could get a little bit bigger, get a couple more viewers, and yeah, I mean that would be the end goal for now. But yeah, about me. 21. I'm from Puerto Rico. Um, I decided to start recording videos because I have a baby on the way, and quite frankly, I thought maybe I should start doing YouTube. Maybe by the time the baby's born, I'll could have some viewers and could be a couple extra bucks in my pocket. Now I know that it sounds like I'm only doing it for the money, but I swear I'm not. I put this off for a very long time, simply because I was kind of afraid and shy of failing. But now that I have a baby on the way, it's been a big reality check for me, and yeah, I said, fuck it, and I'm gonna start doing it. But yeah, this I guess would be my first video. I will most likely not edit this one, simply just to put it out there and then see how the reception goes, which I doubt it would be much, but it's a start, I guess. I play a couple different games: Dead by Daylight, Rocket League. I recently played The Operator, which is like a narrative-driven game, so that was pretty fun. But I'm always open to trying new games out. I'm relatively new to playing on PC, so I might not do too good, but that's all right. But yeah, I guess for my first match, I'll be playing some Nurse. I'm not very good with her. I'm not very good with any killer, as a matter of fact. I mostly play Survivor, but um, yeah, we'll see how I do, I guess. But yeah, if I sound a little weird, I am a little sick right now, so if you see any of my future videos, I might not sound like this. But I think I have strep throat right now, so I've been trying to take my medicine and get better. But today we're doing a more of an aura reading build with the Nurse. We got gear ahead, so whenever I injure anybody, any survivor that gets a good skill check, it'll it'll show me where they're at for 8 seconds. We got Floods of Rage, which is another aura reading. Whenever somebody gets oh man, whenever somebody gets unhooked, everybody gets their auras revealed. Not everybody. There's always going to be that one survivor that won't show me, but it's basically everyone. I got Lethal Pursuer, so I could start off the game a little bit strong, going in the right direction. And it adds 2 seconds to all of my other aura reading builds, so that's always nice. And then I got Fire Up just to have it. The more generators get completed, it starts giving me a buff, 6% for each token. So it'll be helping me with picking up survivors, dropping pallet, like kick and drop pallets and kicking generators, which is it's a pretty nice buff. So it's always nice to have that there. I couldn't read my add-ons, but to be honest with you, I don't remember what they do. I just had them earlier. But yeah, we'll see how I do. I don't have much faith. Like I said, I am relatively new to PC, and nurses, well, killer in general is not my forte, but we'll see. Um, I'm gonna try my best to try to commentate and talk and in a way explain what I'm trying to do. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I apologize for consistently clearing my throat. I know it's probably gonna sound a little bit annoying, but I promise that when I feel better, it won't be like this. But all right, Toba Landing. We got the alien map, I guess. All right, let's see what we can do here. 4 survivors started all together. Okay, I'm gonna try to go for this one over here. As a matter of fact, he's going upstairs to the top generator. I'll try to pop up there and catch him. Oof, close. Okay, okay. It was a bit of a prediction, but it was a close call. Alright, I guess we're gonna get into chase here and see where he's headed. I am tempted to just blink and try to see if I can catch him in a bad spot here. But I think he might double back. Yeah, I think he is doubling back. Oh, wait, no, he's right here. Alright, we got our first hit. Him jumping over the vault will slow him down quite a bit. So that is a bit of his speed boost from getting hit out of the way. Alright, that's our first down. And now I know what one of my add-ons does. Whenever I get a successful blink attack, it will give me undetectable, which is very nice. Alright, first gen is down, but we got our first hook, so a bit of a slow start, but can't complain. Alright. Oof, bad blink, a little bit too short there, but that's alright. We'll see if, ooh, hold on, actually. Let's try and catch this guy off guard. Ooh, these people have some pretty good progress. Alright, got another hit there. Pallets drop. I kind of messed up my blink there. That's a oof. Okay. I'm a little bit close to this guy, so I could potentially get a knock here. Alright, that's the second person down. I'm pretty sure they're healing on a hook, and that's alright. We got a scorch hook right over here, so that's always nice. Next time this person gets picked up, we'll have people's auras revealed, so. Got the 11 right here. Hey, we got a pretty good hit, honestly. I think I hit the person on hook again. What a shame. 11 is down. Alright. That's our third hook now. 1 generator done. So I would say we have some relatively good pressure. They have been healing on hook, and that's alright. I couldn't get much value out of my floods of rage at that time, but that's okay too. I mean, we got the win, and that's what matters. There's some of that value there with fire up, kicking the generator a little bit faster. Alright, I see Nancy over here. She kept going. Wow, that is crazy. I thought that was her, but I guess, in denial. But alright. We got a hit on Nancy here. Got a trade here. I guess I can try to go for the med hit here as well. I guess that's a miss, and that's alright though. That's alright. Alright, got the Nancy. Second hook on Nancy. Alright, let's break this pallet really quickly. Let's keep checking the progress on these generators. This one's still regressing, so that's always nice. Alright, we got somebody all the way down there, pretty far away. We got 2 gens here, 1 there. Okay, so gens are pretty far apart, but that's alright. We can try to see what we can do here. I'm pretty far from the hook and the generators. Now, I know there's somebody over here, but I'm a little afraid of committing, considering, well, they're a bit far away. It's gonna be a waste of time, so I guess I'll start making my way back and defend these generators over here. I think I can let them get that one, potentially the second floor generator. Oh, actually, let's go for this person over here. That's the 11 once again. Try to get a hit off on 11 here. See how we go. Alright, got the hit off on 11. She drops the pallet, which buys me sometimes. Oof. Okay. Rocks in the way. Not very nice, but that's alright. She's going towards the right here. Alright, got the knockdown on 11. Now they did heal on Hook, and that's alright. Now Dwight is the furthest survivor, and I see that I haven't hooked him yet, but I know he's kind of camping around this area, so we're going to target Dwight here a little bit, just to not tunnel as much. I don't want to appear too toxic, but he's been avoiding me this entire time. And that is not Dwight, that is somebody else. Alright, we got a hit off on Claudette here. Try to blink him into long shot this time. Okay, that worked out. The pallet drop in the ore reading definitely helped. Any score hooks around? No, not. But that's all right. Start making our way back. We got 2 gems left. Let's see. Gotta check a little bit of the progression on the generators. That one had progress, but it was regressing. I'm not sure about Shack Gen. Doesn't appear to have any progress. Let's see if we can hear this generator over here. Not hearing nothing from main building gen. And there is the Dwight. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. It's alright. Let's go for Dwight. Dwight is still not hooked. So let's try to target him. Everybody else is on second hook now. So it's just hugging and killing. But go ahead and try to target the Dwight here a little bit. I guess not. Let's get a hit off on the level. Alright, got an injury there. This is gonna be a trade. I'll knock her down, but I don't know. I guess I'll get her out of the game, honestly. I'm not that good at the game, so one person down would be pretty nice. Alright, they're working on that generator over there. I'm not too worried about the Claudette, considering she's on death hook. Like I said, I want to target the Dwight here, but he's been avoiding my radar pretty well, I must say. Let's go ahead and kick this generator just cause. Having that little speed, breaking pallets and destroying generators is always very nice. And let's just try to look around. So we have 4 generators here. I guess, you know, we could try to keep a decent regen here. Let me double check this one over here. Alright, no progress on the second floor, gen. There was some progress over here. Alright, gotta head off on Nancy. Now, if I hit Nancy, I think I might just end up slugging her. Oh, so close, yet so far. We'll leave Nancy alone for the time being. Let's go focus on a different game. This one is still regressing. Nancy just dropped down. And let's see. Shack Gen has no progress, but oh, hold on. Oh, there should be somebody here. We're gonna get the pallet. Alright, we got a down on Claudette. Again, I'm still trying to look for... I'll break the pallet first. I hear somebody doing a generator up there, so that's good to know. Nancy's down. I guess we can go for unhooks here. Oh, wait a minute. I see the Dwight. We can work with this. He's gonna be behind that obstacle right there, and that's alright. We'll go for Dwight here, simply not to tunnel. Again, don't want to be too toxic. Now, I'm not sure where he went. We're just gonna shoot all the way over here and shoot back in. Might be... Wow, this light is really good for it. This is really irritating. Oh, I think he made his way back to Claudette. Unless she picked herself up, but I don't know. Let's try to target Dwight, though. I don't want to take Claudette out just yet. I feel like it's a bit mean. And again, Dwight's the one with the no hooks. She is right here, man. Okay, but again, I'm not going to kill her. I know it seems kind of bad, but I do want to get Dwight. And again, he's just been avoiding me the whole game. Do we have any offerings? There's 2 secret offerings. So, Shaq might, not Shaq, the hook, not the hook, the hatch might just spawn. Shaq, but we'll see. Alright, that's all good. Alright, we got our eyes on Dwight now. Very good to know. Finally, we might be able to get a hook on him. He's been a very, very annoying person to play against. But we'll see. I'm trying to hear for him. Alright, we got our eyes on him here. We got our first down on Dwight, which a little late in the game, but that's alright. Let's see if we got a score check. Oh, look at that. Perfect. We got a score check nearby, so that's nice. Alright, let's look for this Claudette. Now she is injured, so it might be a bit easier to find the Claudette. Oh. Oh, wow. I really messed that up. But we know where Claudette is at now. And that's what matters. Alright, and that's Claudette down. I guess this is game. I would say for my first match today as I did pretty damn good. And hopefully I did a good enough job at explaining what I'm trying to do throughout the game. I know that is a little difficult for me, but hopefully you guys can kind of get an insight as to how I play. And that is a 4-kill game. Always try to be nice to them. I mean, they had a pretty good match. Look at him. There we go. Pretty nice. I want to see everybody play very well. Considering everything. Yeah. Alright. Let's put a pause on this for the time being. Alright. Got another. Didn't realize. Alright. So, got another match. I went to go take a break and grab some tea, but we're running Lethal, Grim Embrace, Ruin, and Gearhead. My add-ons, I got Fragile Wheeze, so it inflicts Mangler, which slows down healing, which would be really nice. And then the Ataxic Respiration, which decreases the blink fatigue by 7%. Now, it's not a lot, but it's just enough to get, into the chase a little bit quicker. Now, these perks, I wouldn't say have crazy cohesion. Lethal Pursuer with Gearhead, yes, but they don't really have cohesion with these two. Now, Grim Embrace and Ruin do have cohesion with each other, because when I hook somebody, it will block the generators, and it will take effect. So less ore reading, I would say more of a balanced build in the sense of I can still kind of regress generators, but at the same time I can slow down healing by 25% with the Mangler for blink attacks, and Gearhead gives me aura. Lethal Pursuer extends the aura and gives me aura at the beginning of the game, which again, it kind of helps me start strong and headed in the right direction. But we'll see how we do. From what I saw last, there was a flashlight and 2 toolboxes. These people might be a little bit better than the last ones, considering I won the last game, but here's to hoping that I can do good again. Alright, Garden of Joy. The map is a little tricky in my opinion because there's so many obstacles in the way, but that's alright. Alright, we got 2 and 2. We'll start over here. Got a hit on Mr. Star-Lord over here. He's got Nicolas Cage. Alright, that's Nick down. That's our first down. Relatively quick start. Let's see any more reading. Ooh, where are the hooks on this one? I guess I can go over here. I know there's a guy over here working on a generator, so let's see if we can wow, first gen already popped. Our ruin is in shack, which isn't terrible, but hopefully with the generator being blocked, we can get the ruin to do a little bit of work for us here. Alrighty. They already unhooked the Nick Cage and using relatively quick. That's our second down. Okay, so doing a bit better when it comes to knocking the survivors down. Got a little bit more consistent. Tried to flash. Failed miserably. Got the injury. Should be able to get the knock here. Oof. He did me good. He did me good there. Wow, and I missed. That's a crazy play. He's making some distance here. Honestly, I feel like I should have knocked him down a lot sooner, but that's alright. Doing bad here with the blinks. But that's alright. Probably drops. Ooh, didn't drop the power. Should be a lot closer. She still gets the pallet off here. Got the knockdown on her though. I know it took a little bit longer than what I would have intended, but that's alright. This will be our third hook. Alright, they're working on that generator on there, so now we know. We can just beeline it straight over there. They are healing on the hook, so gotta keep an eye out for that. But that's alright. We'll make our way over here. Grim Embrace has that blocked. Alrighty, here's the other Nick Cage. Got a Nick here. And again, we try not to tunnel as much. Second down on Nick here. Generator's still regressing, so that's always nice. And we got a hook very close to us. I'll break the pallet after I finish hooking. And once again, they're already healed up. But that is our last stack of Grim Embrace. So let's make some distance away from the generators. And there we go. Alright. Two people over yonder. One of them seems to have gone into a locker potentially. This generator definitely has a lot of progress though. Alright, got a hit on Nicolas Cage here, and we'll just continue to follow him here. Hopefully get another knock. I will answer in a second. Let's check the generator, make sure it's still regressing. And we're still good on the regression, so that's nice. It seems like Nicolas Cage is making his way towards Shack. So it's a little dangerous here, and that means he found our totem. But that's alright. Close attempt, close attempt. I'm sure they're Definitely working on generators now. Got another knock on Nicolas Cage, which is not bad. But he definitely knows where the ruin is, which is a bit of a problem. Definitely don't want him to take ruin because ruin is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. I'm gonna have to drop Nicholas. They're going for salvos here, which is a bit annoying, but that's all right. Damn. Well, I know who I gotta get rid of now. Got a hit on her, and it's okay if they pick up Nicholas. Honestly, at this point in time, I expect them to perform relatively good. Ooh, overshot that a little bit. Held my blink a little too long. I'm gonna go back over here. They're playing a lot of pressure on me, which is not very nice, but that's alright. Got a knock. Another hit, which is always nice. Oof, close. If I maybe attacked earlier, I maybe would have had that. Alright, let's try to go for a pick here. Trying to flashy save, I see. Well, we'll get another hook here. They have 2 generators down. I have to definitely apply some pressure on the generators now. Considering they don't have ruin, that one's pretty far for Perez. Ooh, very close. We'll try to go for the knock here. I see that they unhook. Person on second hook, which is nice. Main gen has been done. Got a second knock here. We'll try to go for the person in main right after we finish up the hooking. Is that a chest? But him dropping down is definitely going to stagger him a lot, and that is our second down. 1 on hook, 1 down. Hopefully we have a hook close by. I think we do. Let's see. Yeah, that's not terrible. We can definitely hook over here. I think we should be okay. And after we do that, rush on over towards Shaq. I hope that they don't get my ruin, but we'll see. Like I said, Ruin's doing a lot of heavy lifting here. They might target this generator over here since it had so much progress, but it's gone down a fair bit. I'll let them heal for a second. I want to make sure that nobody's over here on my hex. And so far so good. Alright, we're looking good. We got 3 on Death Hook. Other Nicolas Cage has 1 more hook to go. But I feel like we have relatively good pressure. Now they are on this generator. As you can tell, it's not regressing anymore. Which is, well, it's not very nice. But it's all good. We'll apply some pressure over here. What? Wow. That is actually crazy to me. That did not hit. We'll get a hit off here. Got a knock on Nicholas, but he is under a pallet, so we will commit to the chases here. Wow. Missed that, that's crazy. Oh, good. I'll apply pressure back here. I'm sure they'll probably get the pallets done, and that's alright. We'll chase a little bit here, add some pressure. I know that's got a hit on her. They can pick up Cage. That's alright with me. We're messing up over there though. Nicolas Cage got picked up. Caesar. So I lost a lot of pressure here, unfortunately. Damn. I have to get a knock here. I gotta get a kill at some point. I think I'm going to go for this person. That's a hit right there. They got my Ruin, which is not very nice. But that's alright. I think Ruin did its job. That's our second knock on her, and she's going to be out of the game. Honestly, she has been relatively annoying. So, I think it'd be good to get her out. Especially because she has a toolbox, so she's going for Savos. And now that my Ruin is out of the equation, got another down here. Now that my Ruin is out of the equation, I do have to be a little bit more careful with generators. So, we have one guy over there working on that generator, and they have this one over here pretty progressed. He might finish that generator, and that is not something that I want. So we'll try to come on over here, and hopefully get over here and finish it. Damn. Alright, got a hit on him though. That's alright. We'll break the pallet. Force him in a bad position. He balls to the window. He goes right. He's probably gonna go. Ooh, he went all the way right, and that's not right. They're probably gonna target this generator. Yonder. We'll hit the generator, make sure that it starts progressing, and then we'll go for the next again. He is on his first hook, so we definitely want to get him down on his second one. Damn. I gotta get a little bit better at timing these runs. Can be a little bit annoying, but that's alright. Yeah, treat. I have to say the truth. Here we go. Damn. I've got it down on Nicholas here. We'll pick up. Okay. Hopefully find a Sable, but quite frankly, I am not very hopeful. That generator seems like it's about to be done. And there's Sable. Now we know where Sable is at. Just a matter of taking her down. Let's see how long that takes, honestly. Alright, she might try to go for a trade here, if I'm being honest. But we'll see. We got the knock. I think that is game right there. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna go for the kill. I do not feel like messing up and her being able to escape. So, we're done. Second game, 4 kills once again. I think, honestly, for the little amount of time that I do play Nurse, I think I'm doing relatively okay. But yeah, that's the second game. I think I'll do one more game, and then I will call it a night or a day. But yeah, that is second game. I will be back for the third. Alright, we are back. This will be my last game for tonight for Father Campbell's Chapel. We're running on something a little bit different this time. We still have lethal, because yeah, I mean, I get carried by that. But we have Furtive Chase, so when I hook the Obsession, we go Stealth, Dead Man Switch, and then Surge, which is relatively nice. Not that bad. Damn. What? Damn. What? Damn. Where did she go? Wow, I really lost her. That's crazy. Oh well. Moving on. Let's see. Got some progress over here. Sprint burst, okay. Negative sprint burst, that's alright. Good to know. So a bit of a rough start. But that's alright. Damn, where the hell did Matt go? I'm really losing these people. Super easy. I have no idea where they went. there's no scratch marks. So this game is a bit of a rough start, clearly. But that's all right. That's all right. They'll probably get a gen off shortly. Shortly. Somebody dropped. Yeah, that's good. Well, that's surge value right there. Alright, we finished up in pretty far. Let's see what this started. Mega Deku. I swear I just saw Meg. I have to see. Alright, that's the generator in this progress, so we have to make our way over there. This generator is reversing, so that's always nice. Surge is pretty helpful. Alright, they just got the unhook off, and at least we have our first hook. Although they do have their first generator pop, and now we know which generator to kind of watch. That's kind of why we have Dead Man switching over. We'll bring up a little bit. Take a look over here, nothing. And luckily the person that we hooked cannot be healed, so, you know, I don't gotta worry about it. Go ahead and do that, and go over this way. I'm pretty sure the generator that they are doing is this way. Ooh, never mind, that was wrong. Probably go right here. But I'm really going by this game. Alright, let's not go further. Inside. Looking this way. Alright, we got ahead on Talika. So that's always nice. Okay, so these people are definitely applying a lot of pressure. I got one hurt and they have two guns, so we need to start locking in a little bit here. So let's see what I can do. They're definitely taking me out of one of these. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. Feeling like we might lose it, but that's okay, I guess. I got a hit on the mag. We could potentially get two down too. Wait, the fuck out of me. Well, this match seems like a loss, unfortunately so. Got it down on the mag. They're gonna go ahead and pick up Talika, so we'll just go ahead and hook mag now. They're down to run generator, which is that one down there. They did a crazy gen rush this game, and quite frankly, I think I will lose. We have a 3-gen here, which is nice to know, but I'm not very confident in us being able to defend it, if I'm being honest. This generator is regressing, which is good. Mid-gen has no progress, which is really nice. It's just a matter of this corner gen over here. So let's see what we can do. Maybe we might be able to bring this back. I mean, they did 4 generators and I have 2 hooks. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Just maybe. They definitely are healing, which is somewhere over here, I would assume. Nothing over here. I guess I will go back. Well, where's that person gone again? Okay. That's easy on her. And you know what? We will put her in the basement, honestly. I think this might be our way to win. So, we'll see. Got her in there. Again, they won't heal when they pick her up, so here's to hoping. They healed on hook with the other person, so that's good to know. This generator has no progress. Mid-gen has no progress, and the one all the way over here is probably the only one that they're working on. That is the one with the most progress. Alright, we'll go ahead and go for him here. Oh, so close. I had the jump for a little too long. That's alright though. So we got here. Oh, that's crazy. Alright, well, we got our hair here. We'll go ahead and try to get the down on her as best we can. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty rough match. And she's taking me really far away from the generators, which is something that I don't want. So I'm gonna make my way back. They got some gen progress on this generator, but this is the one that they were focusing, so I will try to come back this way. Like I said, this is looking pretty rough there. And I messed it up. I should have blinked a second time. Take it in the down, honestly, and unfortunately they have Shaq directly next to them, so that's not very nice. Okay, this is kind of rough. I need to stop going for such frequent times. So I think honestly what I need to do is focus on more simple attacks. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. They got a pretty good pressure here. And this gen is about to be done. So I think this might be GG's here. This might be GG's. She's trying to take me away. I really need to get it down here. Potentially with Surge, I could maybe be able to destroy the generator. But even then, they just finished healing somebody, so we shall see. But, full health. Go ahead and grab Meg. I kind of had a feeling she was in there. Put it right there. No, I have not hooked my obsession with Talita. We'll try and see what we can do here. Luckily, that generator is blocked for the time being. So they are forced. Good. There's one. She's got stagger here, which is nice. And then I fucked it all up. Gotta hit on her. See where she goes. I think she'll probably get going. Oh. That's a little strange. Okay. I don't even know how I just lost it. We got a knockdown that hits both generators, which is really good to know. They are playing really hard though, so we'll see what we can do. Damn. Well, that's a shame. I wasn't able to. Damn. Okay. Damn, the gates are far as fuck. I think I'm gonna end up losing this game. I might not get any escapes here. That's a damn shame. I think I might end this off on a loss, but that's alright. That's alright. This one? No. This is looking like that is being unlocked. Yeah, I really think that got unlocked. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. And they opened the other gate as well. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a 4-man out for them. I only got 5 hooks, which is sad. But they're probably gonna go for it right now. Oh man, that definitely sucks. They're all fully healed, so even then they can most definitely take hits and escape. I think I'm just gonna have to take the loss here. Yeah. I didn't even see them leave, which is a sad part. But yeah, I mean, I won the last 2 games. I guess it makes sense why I would lose this one like this. Yeah, that's a GG, I guess. Well, I guess I'll end it off on that note. That might be a sign to hop off for a little bit and take a break. But thank you guys for watching, and yeah, hopefully I'll be back for more tomorrow. Take care.